Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. And here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he doesn't run on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brooks. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, here comes Jackson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Yellow.
That's into the hands of Gurley once again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Color. Attack.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mahomes going to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 6.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. In motion, Hill.
Attack! Yellow!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Second and 10.
Yellow!
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Hill. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
But this feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other. And, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Brooks. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Throw it aside, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for KC. 55 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Second and 6.
Yellow, yellow. It's a warning. Hey, 57. Hold on these two. Hold on these two. Hey, 57, 57. 15. What's that?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brooks throwing to start the drive. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Yellow,
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 10. Harrison Butker in a kickoff.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Nice little juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Brooks. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Brooks. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brooks. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hero 15. 180.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now he's loose at the 40, and finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he stopped immediately there. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that square stance and going after the quarterback.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's McLaughlin. So he stops for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Brooks. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Go!
Hits him in stride. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Come on, set!
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Hey, Ripley.
In motion, Hill. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Parker. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They throw it out right complete. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On Sunday. Yellow. 480. Hey, color.
Mahomes going to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go up. Yellow. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Buffalo 18. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And at the 49-yard line to go further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, yellow, hey, go going. 15. Arco blue, 80. Fifteen.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
180. Attack! Hey, ripple it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 57 colors. 15. Yellow.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yellow. Hey, 43. 180. Yellow. Hey, 15. Easy. Hey, color.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Fight on these two. Watch out.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Second and 5 from the 8. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Brooks to throw. Throwing to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no run here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cowboy 80.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Brooks. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
Here's McLaughlin. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A little juke. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
At their own 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Go! Go!
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Here we go, Shaq! Bronco 80!
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
Shut up! 19, Tiger! 19, Tiger! Motion! Ready?
Back to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Brooks. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Let's go!
Carry from McLaughlin. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.